Yeah, just about sunrise, just gone 5. Just walking out the back of home. Got a load of sloes on the right, big field of corn. Heading down towards Foley Manor. This old path is well grown in now. Used to be just grass. Got sloe trees and hazelnut all the way. Very peaceful. Very peaceful. Nearly at the end of the cornfield. Going into under some trees so it'll get a little bit cooler. Then there'll be a pond on our left. Cross over into the track. And then we'll turn right out onto the common. Which is great. It's only sort of 10-15 minute walk from home. And then we're in this wonderful countryside down in deepest, darkest Hampshire. And as I walk behind, you see that phone's not picking it up, but the sun's rays are just poking through the clouds. Lovely. I'm just trying to remember the last time I walked through this way. God, it's probably 25 years ago. Seems we have a bit of hardcore under the path now. Obviously, I guess the vehicles must use this a bit more. Fencing on our right, which never used to be there. I guess that keeps the undesirable weeks out. And the big old tree, well, there's no more. You used to be able to sit under that and have your sandwich. No more. Yep. Loads of roadies. Sounds we've got a bit of wildlife on the pond. Just through the trees there. Looking a bit green and murky. And it doesn't smell too good. There we go. Should get a better view in a little while, mind you, the way things have grown up. We may not. Quite boggy down there still. It's where the pond empties out into another pond further over. Anyway, I'll keep walking, you don't want to hear me waffling on about rubbish. There we go. Tree roots holding it all together. Out onto, I think this is pond number 3 on the Foley estate. There's 2 further, a bit further south. A little bit of wildlife out there, but so overgrown now, you don't get a clear view. Sorry, that's nature. Thick woodland over there, stream. That's never used to be down there. I guess they've changed the water course somehow. Mostly beech, few oaks, holly, rhodies, and rhododendron I should say. Oh yeah, this is all changed a bit. Looks like it's had a bit of a subsidence. And how does a water tank get down there, I wonder? Yeah. Yeah. Big culvert from the pond out into the woodlands. Don't know what fungus that is, I'm sure somebody will tell me. Up there we have Foley Manor, which is the landowner around this way. Sun just peeking above the trees. Beautiful. Looks like somebody's keeping that field quite clear. That'd be a nice sized garden, wouldn't it? Beautiful morning. That's the road we just come up. Just now heading out onto the across the common for the proper bit of the walk. Follow the path, it should take us up above Old Thorns Golf Course and look down onto that. Should be a lovely view. It's going to take a while, but what the hell. I've got food, I've got drink, I've got peace and quiet, apart from me talking. See you in a bit, folks. Couple of firs. I expect there's some fat wood up there, but it's way out of reach. Nothing on the ground. Then we just got brackens, birch, a few firs, oaks, past one ash. That's about it. Wow. Talk about being at a crossroads. That's heading south. That one's going west. This one's going north. That's going back east where I've come. I think we'll head north. I don't want to go massively far. Bugger the arthritic knees up and ankles, but that's why I'm going slow. Hopefully this might strengthen them up a bit so they don't ache so much all the bloody time, but we'll see. Now a little fun. I'll put the camera on a bit further up the corner. Supposedly a bridle way, but there's no hoof prints, so it doesn't get used that often by horses. Surprising is we've got the equine hospital about, I don't know, quarter of a mile in front of us, just near Forest Mere Health Farm Spa. I expect you all remember the TV series of that one. Oh, yeah, we've got evidence of horses. What a surprise. Right in the middle of the path. Lovely. A little bit more open up over there. Oh, duck for the holly. Ah. There was a woodpecker back there, but I couldn't see that. I could hear him, but I couldn't see him. There's probably a million eyes watching me, keeping out the way. Oh, we've got a tree over there, a path up here. So. The path suddenly doesn't seem so well used. It's just getting thinner. A load of old bark, birch. Get some bark for your tinderbox. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which way do we go? Oh, I can't finish the rest of that. I think that goes more Forest Mere. That more goes up over the top of the common, so we'll take the high road, as they say. Ah, that brackeny smell. Can't mistake it. Probably find it's a dead end up here and I have to turn back. I haven't got the machete with me to cut through today, so people tend to get a bit wary of people with things like that. Oh, back on a bridleway path. That goes back sort of parallel to where we've come. So we'll go left and hopefully down there a bit we can turn right or north and then head up onto the downs. Which I can start to see the edge of on my right hand side through the trees. Oh, looks like that path just comes round there and meets up with this one again, so we took the shorter route, which is always a good idea. Our fur's damaged in the storms again. A little bit brighter area. It's just a lovely gentle breeze, just keeping that temperature down. Fantastic. Oh, we've got some houses out here. They look pretty new. Don't remember those. Oh well, better sign off. People don't like you doing houses or videos of houses. Turning into a bit more pine area now. Oh, little sweet chestnut. High Hurlings is the best around here for that. Or hollycomb. Lovely chestnuts. Mind you, down in Havant, when I go to visit Leanne, we found a nice spot down there. Not far from Stansted House. Or Stansted Park House, whichever one you call it. But it is mightily warm. I think I put the wrong thing in for breakfast, mind you. Sweet and sour chicken with the rice. Be my first taste of a freeze-dried meal. Okay, we're getting onto our main 4x4 track, Bridleway. If we head east, that'll take us back to the Deer's Hut pub. Shame they don't do breakfast. And this looks about as far as we can go this way. So we'll be on the Longmoor Range. They weren't about last night because there was no Chinooks flying around. But you got to be careful. As kids, you used to find all sorts of old military stuff just left behind from exercises, and as kids do, you don't always be sensible. But that's in a time when kids went outdoors, had fun, got dirty, and didn't complain about everything. So we'll just keep walking this way as far as we can. Oh, we've got a nice open space, so I might sit, have a slurp. Oh, a bit more chestnut, ash, oak. Lots of pine cones if you want a fire. Oh, some bit bigger chestnuts. No fruit yet. Got to wait a few months. Squirrel up there somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Military land. Oh, a bit too close, sorry. You can freeze that and read it if you want. That's the map of the area. And this is where we've come up to the edge too. No red flags up, so I don't think they're out there at the moment. But might just go up to the top there. turning point. Somebody's managed to lift the gate off there somehow. Not sure how they managed that. Can't get a view of the area, I'm afraid, folks. Trees are growing up a bit too much. Yeah. But you're looking out that way. There's no vehicular access, walking only, private. So, there we go. Out there's towards Lippert Golf Course. Butts is to your right a little bit more. Lovely. Ah, morning folks. We've made it this far. Bit overcast. Time for a slurp of the red stuff. Didn't have a cup of tea before I left, so a little bit thirsty. See you in a minute. Back on the rise again. Just met the first person walking the dog. Friendly little dog. All pine. This is now what's classed as the Longmoor training camp for the army. It's quite fun when they're having exercise. You hear how Chinooks rattling your windows as they fly over. Lots of fallen twigs and branches, but nothing with any fat wood in by the looks of it, and smell, unfortunately. You see vehicles do use it, the MOD come and check now and again. Pretty sandy, pretty warm, lovely, nice smell of pine. Not your artificial. Which way should we go? Oh, let me just go this way, see where we are. Uphill, down dale, as they say. Well, you know where to go for pine cones. Well, if this video works, the old DSLR will be coming out again with this little tripod. Might make a better video. So it's got stabilisation on it and stuff. Be able to zoom more, a little bit steadier if it's on a tripod. This is really just a recce walk. Not done it for so long. 18 months have been indoors as such due to the wonderful COVID epidemic. When you've got the old immune system problems, you have to be a bit bloody careful. First lockdown was alright because it was summertime. Winter, not so good. That's why it's nice to get out and just, I say switch off from the outdoors, and here I am holding a mobile phone doing a video. And there's our lovely mobile phone mast. On top of the common. So I know I'm getting to the high point. Oh, I might get a view up here soon. A couple of mountain bikers. Let's have a look over the view. See where we're going. Well, here we are. It's probably the highest part of the walk. Not very high really, but out there. That will zoom in a bit quick. That's Forest Mere Health Farm Pond. And those buildings over here, That's the Equine Hospital at Liphook. Portsmouth to Waterloo train just going through, and that's all the common. Yeah, it's a short walk from Liphook, the metropolis of Liphook, and we're in the beautiful South Downs. National Park starts about, I don't know, 50 yards from home going south, so do slightly part of the border, but we're further into it now. Butts is just behind those trees to your right. In the distance I can see the Midhurst beacon right out there. You probably can't see it on here. So we're right on the sort of Hampshire, Surrey, West Sussex border. Absolutely beautiful. Very lucky. Lots of pine. That way goes towards more Longmoor Army Camp. I'll just walk around the loop. The wonders of modern living. Could have painted it green, couldn't they? Anyway, lots of tracks for mountain bikes, walkers. That's 3 people I've seen now in an hour. So lovely and peaceful. See you in a bit. I just spotted was it a trig point or something? Oh, definitely been horses out here. Christ. I think they've had a curry and a chilli and a bowl of prunes. Bloody hell. I'm wondering about dogs picking up their crap. Oh god, I'm getting shakier and shakier. What does this say? Weavers down, triangulation pillar. There you go. And yep, the army have been up here. Definitely. Well, we have a fallen fir. I think it's been down a while, so I don't think there'll be much. Pretty dry. Fat wood in it? Don't know. Might take a branch off and see. So, there you go. Just cut it off. Looks like there's a bit of resin in there. That end. Oops. There we go. Oh yeah, smells beautiful. Lovely. So I'll start whittling that away and see how we get on in a minute. Try that again. Didn't press the record button. There we go. Loads of resin in that. It's only about 1 inch diameter piece of wood, so there's not going to be a lot. But that'll probably do me for a couple of years. Don't need much. Usually got the gas stove, but just in case. Back up. 1 is none, 2 is 1, as they say. So just go down here a bit. It goes off. I've left my stick back here as well, haven't I? Silly sod. Well, I had to double back. I put my stick down, done something with the phone, and walked away without the stick. A little bit of hazel, a little bit of a crank and a thumb spot, bracken basher, walking stick, bramble knocker, useful little gadget. Something to lean on when you're getting knackered. Another little raised area up there, look. So, trig points off to my right. It's absolutely gorgeous up here. Even though only a quarter of a mile away from captivity, as they say, and humdrum of normal life. Bloody beautiful. I could have been out here at 3 AM, but I fell back to sleep. Starting at 5 wasn't too bad. Ooh, wobbly wobbly. I think we'll have to get a gimbally thing if I do this more regular. Maybe something a bit lighter to carry. Heard mixed things on the GoPros. Oh, they're not very reliable by a few people. So I might just get a El Cheapo compact that can video in 1080. Not worried about 4K. Eats up your batteries and your SD cards. But that's a made up track which I think goes down to Longmoor, out where the old runway was and this train station. Gives you access to the mobile tower, which is just coming up again. Just done a bit of a figure of 8 really. So you've seen this, so I won't show you anymore. Well, that goes further down towards Longmoor Camp, but I'm just going to follow this road or path back round, a bit of a loop. Then we head back that way, back to the heaving metropolises that is Liphook and Bramshot, and then probably an hour till I get home, and then I can have a nice fry up because I've earned it. With all the calories I've burnt this morning, I'll put them back on. Got to maintain this balance. Some on, some off. See you in a little while, folks. So it's going to be a little bit bumpy if I try and hold the camera, I guess. You guys that have got all this fancy gear and gimbals, good luck to you. I'm only just starting out, so not worried. This is me wobbling along, walking the path. Just about here, the A3 traffic off to my left, but it's just more like white noise in the background. Lovely little spot for pine trees. So in the winter, if more stuff was fallen, might be a good place to get some another couple of bits of fatwood in stock. As I said before, I don't want to attack the standing trees. I'll just get whatever's fallen. Could bring a bag up and get some cones, I guess. There's one or two here. Loads of kindling. But not that at the end of July, not that we're going to have a live fire anywhere around here, because it's absolutely tinder dry. Now it's just that mound in the middle that says no digging, so I wonder what that is. I'll have to get the OS map out when I get back. I know it's just from the trig point, so I can find that on the map easy enough, and then we'll go from there. But it's a beautiful, peaceful morning. A little bit overcast, but I thought I'd get out early before it gets too hot and bothered. Got half a litre of hot water for the food if I need it, but I'll probably wait till I get back home. It's not too far. So, see you on, folks. I'm going to take this path over here. That's where I came up from down the bottom. This takes us along the top road. To my left should be Old Thorns. Golf course, country club, restaurants. Expanded since the days of when Mr. Kenwood sold his land. Yes, that's Kenwood of the Kenwood Mixer Brigade. Wife recently passed away, rest in peace. Used to see him around the village quite often. Nice couple. There's loads and loads of pine cones. Heather, birch, fir, guess I'm not sure which one it is. It's Doug fir or what. But to me, most fir trees look the same, so I need to learn more. All this new bushcraft terminology. I miss the days of walking in the Lake District as a kid. I used to holiday up there, it was lovely. I'd like to do the Langdale Pikes once more. That's if the arthritis lets me. I think it would probably put me in my coffin for a couple of days. Oh, I'll be so knackered afterwards I wouldn't know what to do. So, we're a bit of a crossroads. I think we'll go this way a little bit more. That takes to my left, takes us back the way I came a little bit. So we'll wander this way, see where we go. That's fenced off there, isn't it? Maybe we'll have to go this way. That's fenced off. Probably the edge of old thorns. Nice chest. A few chestnuts in here actually, so that's quite good. Oh yeah, that's the edge of old thorns there, so we'll follow that back round. Should take us back to the Deers, past the Deers Hut pub. Won't be open, but slightly too early. Well, this doesn't show it, but this is quite steep. Glad I've got my stick. Oh, the course is looking very dry. Not played there for a long time. Lovely course. Right, I'm going to put this down before I go sliding on my backside and end up at the bottom of the heap. So back to this area again. You can see where we are. In case of emergency, don't panic. Because of the fenced off areas, we have to do a bit of a loop-a-de-loop, but that's alright. It's a lovely boulder for sitting on, nice and flat. So, head down this way. Should be able to follow the outskirts of Old Thorns. Always used to be able to because it's National Trust land. So, hopefully, yeah, we can go around through there's a gate and then there's a bloody right gap around the side of it, so it's really useful. A few chestnuts, or chestnut trees I should say. I must put that bit of wood in my backpack before somebody says, oh, you got a bit of wood. Well, it's from a falling down tree. I didn't cut it from a living tree, so it's recycling and using what nature gave us, and having a bit of respect for things. So, well, it looks like we do have some hurtleberry plants. Remember picking those in the Lake District, getting horrible purple hands for a few days. Right, I'm just going to put my backpack up on here and then sort my bit of wood out, so hold on. So we are just on the edge of Old Thorns. Greenkeepers are out there doing their job, getting everything ready. Greens look bloody lovely. So, yeah, Shipwright's Way. Just crossing another trail, and one we've been on is sort of a bit of the Shipwright's Way. Looks like some kids have been out here trying to make a shelter out of all the fallen pieces. So nice to see some people are out and about having a bit of fun. That bright patch you can see, that's the fairway. It is absolutely brown. I guess if you get a good drive, you get a good runner on that. It'll bounce like hell. Probably had another 50 yards to your shot. Used to have nice buggies on Hawthorns, petrol ones I think they were. But look at the colour of that grass. Greens and teas are nice, but obviously they're watered, but they've got big lakes down there they can get water from, so they're pretty good like that. So, and here and back onto the common, which is nice. Yeah, it's just a 4x4 path National Trust used to maintain bits and pieces, but you see either side. Left is common, or left is golf course, right is common. Very few people about. 3 dog walkers, 2 mountain bikers. That's in 2 hours, so I guess as we head back towards Liphook we'll meet more people. So unfortunately I've got to go up the road. There is, unless I go back exactly the same way, which I don't really want to do. Hear the road a bit more now from the A3 traffic build up, just in the background, but don't really hear it, I guess, after being here for so long. Oh, looks like we're going to go downhill, so I'll put the phone away for a bit. Lovely little thistles. A bit early for the bees, but nice bit of colour. So just heading down back onto a path back down towards Deer's Hut. So here we are, back to tarmac roads. And here we have the Deer's Hut pub on our right hand side. Quite a posh pub. New owners took it over a few years ago, changed it around. Very nice. Big fields out the back. Sometimes have a classic car day. Obviously due to COVID that's not been on. Not open yet, so unfortunately no breakfast. Nice big garden out the back. Very posh inside. So, and we can cut down this little track, cut the corner off the road, go onto the Longmore Road, which used to be the A3 when it used to run through Liphook. Cause absolute chaos, but there we go. That's the main drive. Probably got another half hour till I get home, as I do walk very slow these days. Have to take a few painkillers, keep the RA in check, for rheumatoid arthritis. And I think later this afternoon I'm going to feel it, and I'll definitely water bottle. So hopefully I haven't got too many jobs to do tomorrow when I go down to Leanne's. I haven't. But blackberries are coming along, need filling out, but without the rain they're going to stay pretty small, I reckon. It might get a bit muddy, it normally is, but it might be alright this time of year. We had no rain for weeks, so a little bit of shade, feels a bit nicer, but soon we'll be on the normal footpath. I doubt if I film that because you won't want to see roads, footpaths and cars. You want to see woodlands and scenery and people doing silly things in woods and talking a load of rubbish. Nice lot of hazel, so Might be able to get another stick. But they don't seem to grow with the wires in the right place. There's one there, but it's a bit thin. Oh, it's got a hell of a curve on it, so that's no good. Could straighten it out with steam, but you're always looking for the perfect stick. So, put this down because I'll have to cross the road, so catch you later folks, have fun. Back to tarmac roads, and here we have the Deer's Hut pub on our right hand side. Quite a posh pub. New owners took it over a few years ago, changed it around. Very nice. Big fields out the back. Sometimes have a classic car day. Obviously due to COVID that's not been on. Not open yet, so unfortunately no breakfast. Nice big garden out the back. Very posh inside. So, and we can cut down this little track, cut the corner off the road, go onto the Longmore Road, which used to be the A3 when it used to run through Liphook. Cause absolute chaos. But there we go. That's the main drive. Probably got another half hour till I get home, as I do walk very slow these days. Had to take a few painkillers to keep the RA in check for rheumatoid arthritis. And I think later this afternoon I'm going to feel it, and I'll definitely walk tomorrow. So hopefully I haven't got too many jobs to do tomorrow when I go down to Leanne's at Havant. But blackberries are coming along, need filling out, but without the rain they're going to stay pretty small, I reckon. It might get a bit muddy, it normally is, but it might be alright this time of year. We had no rain for weeks, so a little bit of shade, feels a bit nicer, but soon we'll be on the normal footpath. I doubt if I film that because you won't want to see roads, footpaths and cars. You want to see woodlands and scenery and people doing silly things in woods and talking a load of rubbish. Nice lot of hazel, so might be able to get another stick. But they don't seem to grow with the wires in the right place. There's one there, but it's a bit thin. Oh, it's got a hell of a curve on it, so that's no good. Could straighten it out with steam, but you're always looking for the perfect stick. So, put this down because I'll have to cross the road, so catch you later folks, have fun.